Alright, there we go. And welcome everyone then to game number 1 of the series between Hera and Zuppi for the Ro32 KOTD first weekend, last day, though, the weekend. And yeah, Britain's then on the left hand side, we're gonna have for Hera 25% faster working Shepherds. We're gonna get on top of that a 50% wood discount on TCs, starting on the Castle Age, as well as 1 and 2 extra range on foot archer units in the Castle and Imperial Ages respectively, except for skirmishers. Besides that, we also have for Britain's for the team bonus 50% faster working archer ranges. So Hera's gonna be going full archers over here for sure. However, Zuppi's got Lithuanians. That means he's gonna start with 150 extra food. However, he will get also 10% faster movement skirm and spear line units. The skirms can be, yeah, the skirms can be something to worry about, of course, if you are playing as Britons. But we'll see, you know. 20% faster working archer ranges means you're probably gonna be able to get more skirmishers out faster, even as Britons. So that's gonna be something for Zuppi to keep in mind as well. Besides that, Lithuanians get 1 extra attack on knights and lightest units per each relic garrison, up to 4 relics, so up to +4 attack. And for the team bonus, 20% faster working monasteries. Let's go and take a look at. I'm just going to. Okay, yeah, I was just going to check for a potential drush coming in, and Zuppi's already going for. Yeah, he's going for the pre-mill barracks. We see a militia coming out. He's got another militia over here. He's going to send it out. Yeah, and he's coming forward. I guess there's not really a whole lot of point in taking a look at Hera's map generation over here too much, because we're gonna see these militias coming in already. Anyway, yesterday we had what, 7-hour stream. We were already done by this point. Yeah. To be completely honest though, today, after the first 2 series, we were like 6 hours into the stream, I think, and then like the 3rd series was so fast. Now this one, well, it could be fast. It could be maybe not so fast. We're gonna see. It can be anything. And by the way, there's information regarding Bhakti and Slam series. Let me read you what Krasini said to us. The games from Bhakti and Slam will be shown as recorded games and will be made available once all matches have concluded today. Will continue from when Bhakti dropped. So there's going to be a restore, apparently. 3 games in 30 minutes. We'll take that. The first 2 sets were very pleasant surprise. Oh yeah, absolutely. And the first 2 series from today, I think were my favorite series full stop for the entire tournament. They were so good. By the way, we're going to be starting prediction. Alright. Who wins game 1? And we have Hera. We have Zuppi. You know the civilizations, you have 2 minutes to vote. You can see Zuppi over here trying to get some idle villager time out of Hera's foragers. And yeah, there's 2 minutes for you to vote on somebody. Good job. I mean, he's been able to chunk about half HP off 2 villagers over here without losing a single militia. This is remarkable from Zuppi. Yeah. He is hunting for a weak villager, but not only that, he's actually creating the weak villager. Now, villages here for Hera. Zuppi, on the other hand, is going to go up on 21 villagers. He's going to have a slightly stronger economy. And good job from Hera. He cleans the 1 militia up. Now we have still 1 militia left, and also the scout. Thoughts on the 2 militia drush meta in general? I think it can be it's even higher risk than a standard drush, in my opinion, because your economy is weaker. Well, with Lithuanians, you can afford to go for it, of course, and it's not going to impact you nearly as much. I think in this situation, it's probably been worth it for Zuppi already, because he delayed Hera's food income over here quite a bit. He was able to chunk about half HP of 2 villagers, which is pretty good. But it can be super high risk, because if it does not work out, then it just like, basically hurts your economy really badly. Good job. We should see archers coming out from Hera. He's got the archer range already. He's going for the blacksmith as well, so we're gonna see fletching coming out very soon. But yeah, with the archer range, we should see archers coming out very, very soon as well. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, there is no way Hera loses the villager over there. That was probably a little bit sloppy from Zuppi. But yeah, 24 pop with the Drush. And he's getting away with it. I think it's been worth it. It's been worth it because he was able to chunk the HP off those villagers, right? He was able to get some idle villager time from Hera. But then on top of that, he was also able to go up so much later. His economy is looking so much stronger. Should be looking so much stronger right now anyway. Let's actually go and take a look at gather economy so far. It's better for Zuppi. Go figure. He's got about 11 minutes of extra gathering economy time, which means that's going to translate to about, you know, 200 extra resources. After these units go down, we're going to be taking a look at that to see if that's actually the case. Okay, good job. Let's see. It's actually, yeah, it's actually really, really close right now for both players. Keep in mind as well, that's also going to compensate for Britain's having 25% faster working shepherds. So, yeah, Zuppi was able to keep up. How much working time they have had on berries? Yeah, sure. 90% efficiency. They've been collecting food for about 73% of the time in the last minute, and the entire game about 75%. And the last minute is going lower and lower because of the villagers going for the walls. Yeah. Should definitely be utilizing the feature more, for sure. It can be so handy. Not bad. Not bad, true. Good defense for Hera. Well played. What is the plan over here for Zuppi? He's got the stable already up, so he was going for scouts, but now he's gonna add the archer range to go for skirmishers, which is very standard. However, Hera, remember, he gets faster production of units because of the faster working archers. So far, though, he's been going for only archers, which might be a good chance for Zuppi to get a decent trade after he gets a few skirmishers out. But it's going to be tricky because Hera's had the head start in production for quite a bit. And a good amount of archers on Hera's hands is probably going to suffice for him to even fight against skirmishers, as long as we don't have the same amount of skirms or anymore. We need to see it for our villagers sometime. Yeah, that is true. I had completely forgotten about it, actually. So thanks for the heads up. Calculate how much gathering, bill, and time you lose per villager sent forward for a trash. Yeah. That's actually pretty handy. The villagers have changed. Yeah, he sent back to the TC the weak ones for sure. But it's going to be fairly similar because they went from taking berries to taking sheep, so it was going to be about the same stat, I think. Good job. Alright, blacksmith coming in. All ready for Zuppi. He's looking strong, guys. He's got a good amount of resources. He might be able to go up to the castle age very soon. Yeah, I think so. He should be able to clean these units up as well. What's going on? Why is he not going around? Yeah, I think he was expecting Hera to go around like this as opposed to going to the predictable area and Hera playing mind games over here. I'm not really sure if that was on purpose or not, but he ends up bailing. Anyway, interesting wall out for Zuppi over here. I would definitely have preferred for him to go for the walls from here to here so that he could have secured this wall line. And you take a look at the Hera's wall out over here, and he's managed to collect, or actually he's managed to secure the gold up north. He's managed to secure both secondary goals over here on the left-hand side, which is pretty good. Plus the wool line over here, the wool line over here, and then also the wool line over here too, which is amazing walls for Hera. It helps that he was a little bit closer to the corner of the map. And there we go. Zuppi's going back. He should be fine. There's nothing from Hera over here, so he should be fine. Hera's beaten Zuppi to the castle age, which didn't seem like it was going to be the case a few minutes ago, and Zuppi's kind of struggling to get the food. He's got a little bit too much gold right now. I'm not sure if he's got a market. He's going for the market right now to balance his economy, and he's going to be on his way to the castle age very soon. But Hera's got a fantastic head start over here. This can be super deadly. Against Zuppi, with a bunch of crosses over here, Hera can do so much damage. Especially since Zuppi did not manage to secure a single wood line. He could potentially get pushed away from here, pushed away from here. He wouldn't really have the choice to go for here or here because of the crossbows as well. So, yeah. He's coming in forward with some skirmishers, but Hera's completely walled, so he should be fine until he gets to the castle, which he shouldn't really take any damage. On these KOTD maps, it feels like wood. Oh, I feel like wood access has been super important. I think so too. I think so too, and it's been pretty even for map generation as well. For the most part. Hera's going back with these archers. This could be bad though. Zuppi has... Wait, it's open? It's open! But take a look at Zuppi's reaction time over here. On point. He brings the villagers back. This is not ideal, of course. He's getting pushed away from resources, but, you know, he could definitely have lost villagers over there, so that's pretty good. He needs to go for a palisade right now. Because, you know, Hera's going to be getting crossbows, Bodkin arrow right now. That's bad enough as it is with these archers, which honestly should have died much, much earlier when Zuppi was chasing these away with the scouts and the skirmishers. Yeah, but then leaving that open means that Hera could potentially just bring more archers in. Although on the left-hand side, I think he's got enough archers coming in forward to break through the palisades anyway. So maybe it won't really be much of a difference. Zuppi bails from here. Moments before over-chopping. Good job. Good reaction. Man, Hera's taking these skirmishers down. Zuppi's going for elite skirmishers, man. But he's got 11 units to work with. Hera's got 19. Of those 11 units, only 7 are skirmishers for Zuppi. So that's not going to suffice against Hera. Bull player came in underneath the TC. Took a little bit of damage over there. But he was able to get one villager down. And to push these villagers away as well. And this is what I was talking about. Crossbows against Zuppi already. Super deadly from Hera. He gets another villager. 4-0 KOTD in favor of the blue player. And once again, he did not close this. So Hera can roam around and he can come in from the back again. He doesn't even need to... Well, he doesn't even need to go that far back because this is open as well. But because of the siege workshop over here, he's got to be careful. And that's a great shot from Zuppi. Takes a bunch of HP off many of these crossbows, take many of the crossbows down as well, but Hera's going back. That was kind of rough though for Hera. I think he probably realized about the siege workshop as he was approaching this area already. Good job. Yeah. Absolutely agree, the shot saved Zuppi. That shouldn't have been a thing. That shouldn't have been a thing. With Breath and crossbows, you shouldn't really be taking those shots from Mangonels. It's got the range over here. It's got Bodkin arrow already. That's going to be, you know, 8 range. It's going to be outranging the Mangonel over here for sure. Villiers getting out of hand. Even the Zuppi clears him up. Yeah, it's a big issue. Hera's going for the third TC right now as well. He's got the second TC up left, going for farms around it, protecting this gold, and then... Yeah, the 30C is going to just allow Hera to keep on building on his already very strong villager lead. It's going to be 11 extra villagers actually for Hera. 4 of those are going to be because Hera managed to pick a few units. A few of those are going to be because of Zuppi's idle TC time. And then the rest of those are going to be because of the earlier second TC for Hera, which was pretty good. Remember that he does not need to pay full price for the TCs as well. So it also works towards his archer production, which is pretty good. And yeah, Zuppi can take a few villages down over here. Only one, but he gets pushed away. Overall, a pretty good position for the blue player. He still has a second group of crossbows on the right-hand side. If he can group these up, then he will be able to go forward with a much stronger army. And if he can get a siege workshop up forward, okay, he's got one over here in front of his base. That'll be pretty good as well. So he can fight against skirmishers potentially. And right now he's got enough crossbows that I think not even knights are going to suffice for Zuppi. You have scorpions over here. Hera actually had more idle time when you said that. I think that's probably because of the second TC. I think he got it earlier, but he ended up getting more idle TC time. because of the second TC probably not working at all times, but it was very small, and he had 2 and Zuppi had 1, so there's that. Yeah. Good job. I really like Hera going for ballistics as well right away. So these are going to be so much more effective at max distance. Pretty good position over here for Hera as well, pushing the villagers out. From the wood, he managed to get 2 more over there. That's going to be 6-1 KD in favor of Hera still. And right now the villager lead is extending to 19 extra villagers, close to 20 extra villagers already for Hera.
Ready.
Let's see. Should be able to break through the stable over here, no problem. Does Zuppi have anything else over here to defend himself with? Let's take a look at Hera. He's paying attention. Good job. Yeah, I'm not really sure if Zuppi actually... that's a good shot. That's a good shot. He managed to take like 3 crossbows down, I think. Chunk a little bit of HP off the rest of the units, but the problem is we have 3 mountains over here for Hera already. So yeah, Zuppi at this point's got only 1 stable. He loses this one and that's it. As for archer ranges, he's got 2 archer ranges to go for skirmishers with. But then these mangonels should be enough to hold on against skirmishers just fine. These crosses are going to be taking care of everything else. Potentially even mangonels. I mean, take a look at that. What a great unit control for Hera. Are you kidding me? Zuppi is going for the counter raid over here, but he gets pushed away by a scorpion. I don't think he managed to get a single villager. Asiko KD is still going to be 6-1 in favor of Hera. And yeah, he's just going to bail. Meanwhile, Hera over here is coming in with 3 mangonels. Heaps of crossbows as well. And Hera is looking very solid indeed. Good job. Yep, that's gonna be GG from Zuppi already, 31 minutes into the game. Very, very solid performance for Hera so far in the series. 1-0. 55 crossbows he trained, 49 skirmishers for Zuppi over here. Overall, in the end, Hera was on 39 crossbows still. He ended up losing 16. Meanwhile, Zuppi, on the other hand, on 18 skirmishers over here, ended up losing 31 skirms to Hera this game. Let's go and take a look at the total military count over here. A little bit better than that for Hera, actually. He ended up losing 28 military units total, while Zuppi, on the other hand, ended up losing 28 as well? Wait. No, this is KD. What am I talking about? Oh my god. Sorry, guys. It's kind of late. Let's take a look at the total current over here. Okay, so he ended up losing 17. Hera lost 17 units total for military. And Zuppi ended up losing 42. For economy, on the other hand, much stronger for Hera as well, collecting about 3,000 extra resources. 3,445 extra, or actually 55 extra resources. Technology, on the other hand, you can see much faster uptimes for Hera across the board as well, both to the field and castle ages. And yeah, 91 to 63 villages max for Hera and Zuppi as well. Well played. Let's cross the civilization south as well. What do we have left over here then? With Britons working really well. And Lithuanians, unfortunately, not working quite as well over here for Zuppi. We're gonna have Poles, Khmer, Vikings, Ethiopians, and Berbers left for Hera. We have Franks, Huns, Sicilians, Vietnamese, and Japanese left for Mr. Zuppi. It's kind of late, he says it's 7 p.m. Well, my head certainly feels like it's much later already with 8 hours already of stream. Oh boy, I always feel so drained after these streams. Like the last 3 days, dude, to be honest, when preparing the overlays and everything for this weekend, plus the actual streaming time, I think in the last 5 days I have not done a single Anki lesson. I think I had like over 200 flashcards queued up. That's gonna be fun in my days off. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Let's yeah, I just want to study in my day off. Okay, let me see if the second game is already here. No. Game 2 is not here yet. Let's go and try and find the lobby to see if we have a lobby. You have what queued up? Anki flashcards. For memory. I have a program that I use to study flashcards. That I use for a lot of the things that I have learned throughout the years for the stream, usually. I have English lessons. I have programming concepts, designing concepts, 3D modeling concepts. What else? Bunch of other things. Age of Empires information as well. That's how I memorize all the tech trees. Those are flashcards as well. I probably have like 200 queued up already, which is not going to be too fun to go through, but it's worth it, guys. This weekend and the weekend after this, and then the next one, those are going to be so action-packed. And it's pretty good, of course. I wouldn't change this for anything. Age of Empires 2 hasn't really had a whole lot of action since Age of Empires 4 came out. So, of course, I'm going to take KOTD any day of the week. Let me take a look to see if we already find the next one, if the lobby's here. Thank you, Online Greco. Appreciate it. Nova student? A life student. Yeah, I'm not going to college or anything. I just like learning stuff. Okay, game's here. Let's go. Game number 2 is coming up. We are going to have Vikings versus Sicilians. And let's pay the predictions as well. Hera 1, game number 1. Let's jump into the game. And let's take a look at game number 2. Let's open the predictions up as well. Who's going to win game number 2? Options: Hera, Zuppi. You can see the civilizations. Let's talk about the bonuses real quick, but you have 2 minutes to get your bets in. So, on the left-hand side, Hera playing with Vikings. We'll get free wheelbarrow, free handcard. On top of that, we also have 20% extra HP on infantry units starting in the field H onwards, which is a new thing for Vikings. It used to be a staggered bonus, 10, 15, and 20. On top of that, there are a bunch of water bonuses which are not really going to be relevant over here, so it's mostly about the extra HP and free wheelbarrow and handcard. Zuppi, on the other hand, with Sicilians, gets 100 extra stone upon starting the game. He's going to have access to dungeons as opposed to towers. And then on top of that, we also have 100% faster build and TCs and castles, in the Castle Age onwards, as well as 50% less bonus damage on land units except for siege weapons. And finally, they also get 100% extra food on farms per each farm upgrade as opposed to your standard amount. Let's see. I love the non-native speakers are like, I got English lessons when they speak better English than half the natives. Yeah, I just practice I spent, I don't know, man, so much time practicing my English just to try to get it to a decent level of pronunciation so that people could understand me clearly. I hope I've managed to get there. I think it's pretty decent at this point. It's not still quite native, but it's good enough anyway. In any case, let's go and take a look at the map generation for each player. We're going to start with Mr. Hera over here. We have the main goal forward for him. We have the secondary goal on the left-hand side towards the north. And the other secondary goal is actually underneath the minimap. We cannot see it right now, but it's over there on the back. With the main stone on the left-hand side and the secondary stone on the right-hand side, he should be able to protect the right-hand side by going for walls from here to here, here to here. And then he's just going to have to connect towards the TC, probably something like this. The unfortunate situation with that is that he doesn't really protect any golds unless he goes for... actually, let's do this. There we go. Unless he goes for walls maybe here. Yeah, if he goes for the wall behind the goal over here, then he's going to be able to protect this one. And the berries. Let's go and take a look at Hera's map generation on the other hand. What does he have? He's got the main goal on the back already, which is pretty good. Should be fairly straightforward for him to get the walls up going over here as well. Secondary goal on the left-hand side. The other secondary goal over here down south. Main stone on the left-hand side towards the south, so kind of exposed. And then the secondary stones on the back. So the stones are going to be kind of rough. But just going for walls from wool line to wool line on the left-hand side. And then from here towards the TC and here towards the TC is going to be protecting this goal, which is much better than anything Hera had. However, the berries will be kind of exposed. So he would probably have to go for walls around the berries. Unless he went maybe for walls like this. Which would be... Actually, that wouldn't be much more expensive. In reality. Yeah, this is actually a little bit of a better wall out. So you learn stuff by flashcards? Haven't done that since high school. No, I just use the flashcards to remember stuff. I learn through reading stuff or watching tutorials or taking courses. And then I just basically log everything in flashcards so that I don't forget about things. Hera playing with the most boring civilizations? Where are the pose? Give us pose. We might see that in game number 3. I guess if he feels confident, we might see something like that in the next one. Yeah, he's going for the most straightforward civilizations over here. Already, he's gonna be going up to the fuel age. He's got Loom coming up, and he's got 19 villages. It's gonna be Minotaurs and Archers for sure. So after he clicks up, there we go. We're gonna see Militias coming out, and he's going to make a switch to gold. Zuppi, on the other hand, though, he's going for wood on the back. Alright, he's going up to the fuel age already. And what is the plan over here? Scouts? I think it's probably gonna be scouts. What is that? Oh, the game was sounding in the background as well. Or was playing in the background, rather. And there we go, Militia's coming out, switch to gold as expected. And Zuppi... Yeah. Zuppi should be able to go for the barracks very soon. If he does not, if he does not start going for it right now, then he's going to be kind of late with it. What deviate from meta when you're top 3 in the world? Yeah, there is a point there, for sure. I would really like to see polls though, or something else. What else did he have? Polls and what else? Yeah, he's got the Indians, and he's got Berbers and Ethiopians. It'll be pretty nice to see polls for sure. Speaking English 8 hours a day for days on end is a pretty good way to improve. Kind of, right? I mean, yeah, I can give you a few examples of people actually speaking English their entire life and still having very thick accents. But it's good practice for fluency in any case. Here he comes, the Minotaurs. We're gonna see some archers coming in as well. He's got the archer range already up. Meanwhile, we have the stable coming up for Zuppi over here. I don't know, man. I think I'm liking Hera's position over here a lot better. I think I would prefer if he could send the spearman forward as well. That'd be so nice against potential scouts. Although, I mean, I guess with 20% extra HP, these Minotaurs are gonna be alright even against scouts. No problem. There we go, he's trying to break through. He's got the hill advantage over here as well, so I'm not really sure if a single villager will suffice for him to repair this. Yeah, it's gaining more HP than it's losing currently, so it's going to be enough. Where are the archers? Where are the spearmen? Where are the units from Hera? He's got 2 archers out and he's got 2 more archers queued up. He's coming forward already. So far, 0-0 KD. Good job from Zuppi, pushing the Minotaurs away. Hera, I think he can take the engagement over here, can't he? He's got extra HP on these units. He ends up losing 1 already. Yeah, Zuppi's unit control over there was not the best. He ends up getting a single Minotaurs and he ends up losing 2 scouts, which is not ideal, of course. He brought a spearman as well, which is not really going to do much of anything against Minotaurs. Oh, what's going on? Computer went crazy for a moment, sorry. Overall, pretty good position still for Hera though, with the archers coming in. He should be able to take some of these villagers on wood. Zuppi's kind of turning around to fight. I'm not the biggest fan of this unless he was trying to distract Hera to pull the villagers from wood back to the TC. If Hera can clean these units up, or if Hera ends up pushing the villagers back towards the TC, he might be able to go and chase after those lumberjacks again. It's actually really good for Hera. Yeah. And Zuppi gets pushed back again. Another archer coming in. Good job. Let's see a villager going down. And that's gonna be... Oh, that was so close. That almost was the first eco kill in the game. He got it. He got it now. Rough start for Zuppi. Good job getting the house up over there. Just blocking the archers. But Hera keeps on putting pressure up over here. We see extra walls coming up for Zuppi. That's not going to protect him. Unfortunately, oh no, it's not a house, it's a dungeon. Is he gonna be able to get this up on time though? Hera's coming in with the man at arms. Yeah, just hit it. It's probably one hit. 2 hits. He got it. Yeah, he's going for the dungeon. Another archer. Another archer pick over there. A villager going down. Good job from Hera. Ended up taking a little bit of damage over here, but I think he should still be able to take the... Yeah, to take another villager down over here with the 1 he's got. Full pressure for Hera so far. Zuppi's been playing full defense so far. We have 2 extra villagers for Hera, despite having a little bit of extra idle TC time. Or 1.5 villager, rather. That's gonna be like 100% idle time the last minute. Oh yeah, those lumberjacks. He brought these back. Many of these have also been working. So it's not going to be idle time necessarily, but they've been building as well. Still not the best though. 50%, you know, worker efficiency in the entire game for all of these villagers is like really low. It's like super low. 67 actually, 68%. Whole lot of walking, yep. Now with scale bar now, these scouts are going to be a little bit stronger, but we have the hill over here for Zuppi. Let's see if he's going to be able to get the scouts down. He can do it. It's just amazing how Hera can do so much with relatively weak units over here. And Zuppi's been struggling big time. Now he's starting to get to dangerous amounts for sure. Already pushed Zuppi away from berries. He pushed him away from wood for quite a while. Now he got another villager. Overall, it's going to be KD of 3-0 for Hera. And you take a look at the resources. He's able to go up to the castle age so much faster as well. Zuppi, on the other hand, not even close. Good job on the left-hand side. From Hera as well. There we go. Another villager pick. Shouldn't be happening at this point, but Zuppi's struggling and Hera's putting so much pressure over here. He stays around the hills as well, so he can take the engagement against the scouts, maybe even. I'm not really sure there's a hole over here anywhere. No, there is... Okay, there is a small nook over here he could potentially have tried to stay close to, but now he's gonna be going towards the hill again. Wow, he was going to clean all the scouts without losing more than 3 archers over here. Wow, Zuppi calls it GG. It was not even necessary for Hera to get to the castle age. 20 minutes into the game, Hera up 2, Zuppi 0. Much more straightforward series over here, and by the looks of it, well, I don't know, man. I mean, what are the chances Zuppi's gonna be able to come back over here? A reverse sweep against Hera. He's been struggling. It's incredible how at this level you still have certain matchups that makes one player look so much better than the other, despite both being like at the top 50, right? It's unbelievable. Hera's making Zuppi look like a 1300. And Zuppi's been playing well, I mean, don't get me wrong, but Hera is just... It's ridiculous. I'm kind of wondering, yeah, what Hera and Viper's relative performance was today compared to their peaks. Hera is looking very sharp, but then again, I would say probably say my name would be a tougher opponent than Zuppi, although I'm not really sure. Let's go and take a look at the achievements then. Before going for game number 3. It's gonna be a 9 to 4 KD ratio for Hera. On top of that, well, a little bit better than that even. On top of that, we're gonna have for Army High as well 17 to 6 for Hera and Zuppi respectively. And for economy, we have a stronger economy for Hera, collecting about 1400 extra resources. On top of that, we have faster fuel H time for Hera. He was the only player going up to the Castle H. A villager max of 37 and 38 for Hera and Zuppi respectively. Considering that the fact that Hera was probably like maybe 30 seconds away from the Castle H, this is actually really good for him because he should be significantly higher for Zuppi. APM, looking pretty good for Hera, yes. Kind of reminds me of Leary a little bit more. Hovering above 100 as opposed to the 60 to 100 that most pro players hover, just as you can see Zuppi over here. So let's go back and we're going to be jumping into game number 3 as soon as it becomes available, but now let's go and pay the predictions off. Let's check. There we go. And I'll open predictions for game number 3 5 minutes. For 5 minutes before it begins. Alright? Who wins game number 3? Option 1, Hera. Option 1, the underdog, Zuppi. 5 minutes. And that should be enough for us to get into the game anyway. Let's cross the civilizations out too. Vikings. Sicilians. Hera ends up off to bed. We still have back to 2. Is it today? What are we gonna do tomorrow? It's today. It's after the series. If after Hera and Zuppi. They had the Rex, for sure. No, we're not doing that series tomorrow. It's all today. Woof! Game number 3 is already here. Jeez, they are not wasting any time, man. They're not wasting time at all. Adrian, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Let's and welcome for all the follows today, by the way, because that's not the only one. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. To all those of you who might be coming into the stream for the first time. Let's go and try and find Mr. Zuppi. Okay, number 3 is here. Yeah. Do you have any predictions for the civilization matchup? Because that was hell fast. That was hella fast. Players did not really think too much about the civs, I think. Or did not have to think too much about the civs, rather. They might have already had that thought out. But anyway. There we are. Game number 3 is here. Welcome everyone. Hera versus Zuppi on the right hand side. Hera with the Ethiopians and Zuppi on the left hand side with Huns. We're gonna get for Mr. Hera 18% faster attack in archer units, as well as 100 extra food and 100 extra gold upon reaching a new age. They get the pikeman upgrade for free, and for the team bonus 3 extra line of sight and outposts and towers. While Zuppi, on the other hand, playing with Huns over here, is gonna be getting 10-20% cheaper cavalry archers in the castle and Imperial Age. On top of that, we're gonna get also 50% accuracy on trebuchets, as well as what else we have for Huns? They do not need to build houses, but they're going to start with 100 less wood. For the team bonus, on the other hand, we have 20% faster working stables. That means faster scout production, faster bloodlines, faster husbandry, you know, potentially faster knight production as well. We'll see what we get, most likely. Well, I mean, there's 2 strategies that have, for the most part, been widely used this tournament. Men-at-arms into archers, which Huns can go for, into potentially cavalry archers, you know, in the Castle Age, or scouts. Into skirmishers, you know, into knights. We have seen the Drush here and there, for sure. We might see some of that as well. We're going to keep an eye on both players to see what they go for. Thank you for the kind words, guys. Appreciate it. Hera wants 3 identical games with the 3 archer civilizations. And yeah, with Ethiopians over here, my man's gonna be feeling pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look at the map generation. So Hera's got the mingle on the back, which is pretty good already. And this map generation, I'm not even done analyzing it, but it's looking so good for Hera. He's got the secondary goal on the left-hand side. Yeah, on the left. Over there, we have the other secondary goal on the left-hand side down south. And then the main stone in the back, that stone is fantastic. And then the secondary stone is kind of forward, super far away. But it's not going to be too hard for Hera to wall off over here. From here to here and here to here, he's going to be fine, right? It's only going to be kind of tricky on the right-hand side. But he should be able to completely wall himself up like this. It's going to be kind of pricey, especially around this area. But he needs this to protect the berries. Unless he goes for local walls. You know, around the berries maybe. And then he just goes for a wall like this. Which is going to suffice, I guess. But still, he manages to secure 2 golds like this. 1 stone. And that's already pretty good. It's just wood that he wouldn't really have available. However, Zuppi's playing Hunts. So I don't think Hera's going to be too concerned about it. We're probably not going to see too many archers coming in from Zuppi. Unless he's going for Minotaur's archers. But I'm pretty sure Hera's probably going to spot barracks or gold miners or some hints of it. If Zuppi is to go for it. If we take a look at Zuppi's map generation on the other hand, for the red player we get a much more... So we have the same resources, right? But distribution is significantly different and Zuppi is going to have a much harder time to wall out and that's not even it. We have the main goal forwards, he's losing the 0 by the way. But he's got the main goal forward, he's got the secondary goal on the left hand side, the other secondary goal on the right hand side. The main stone on the back, secondary stone is going to be on the back towards the right hand side. The thing is, there is no easy way for him to wall the front of his base. It'll be extremely pricey and time consuming for him to go for walls around here. Man, I'm just getting disgusted at us. I'm just getting disgusted at my own drawings over here. Why would you ever go for a wall on a map like this? He's gotta put the pressure up. So he's got the barracks already up and Hera's going to realize about it and then he just goes for Minotaurs into archers. And not only that, you take a look at a little bit of a mountain range he's got over here. What is this? Elevations around his entire base. Like he's completely surrounded by an elevation over here. This map generation is not one of the best that I have seen from KOTD. For the most part, it's pretty good. This one was really bad. Hera also has some elevations around his TC, but he's not completely surrounded. He's got some of these on the back. Then on the side over here, it's probably not quite as bad. And then he should be able to wall it significantly easier compared to Zuppi anyway. Militia's coming out for Hera as well, so we're going to see Minotaur's archers for both players. Makes sense for Hera, it's going to be going for archers regardless. And for Zuppi, it indicates a potential archer into cavalry archer play. For us to get to cavalry archer, we need to survive the foliage, which Zuppi has kind of struggled to do in the past. Especially in game number 2, so we'll see. Like TC crash landed there? Yeah, exactly. Just do a forward trash with towers and douche while you're at it. This is KOTD Creator. Kind of looks like it for sure. He's going for the archer range super close to the TC, man. Talk about confidence. Zuppi is not feeling too confident over here. If you ask me, it seems to me like he's just gonna try to play as safe as humanly possible. He manages to get 1 mana Tarns from Hera, but now he'll try to... Yeah, Hera's gonna be going after these villages. I think he might be able to get one over here. Yeah, that village is going down, for sure. 100%. Okay, never mind. Hera bails on it. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, let's go back because the engagement was taking place on both sides at the same time. So let's take a look at what Zuppi was doing over here. He was able to get a good amount of HP off these villagers, and that's gonna be the first blood, guys! Or the first eco blood anyway. He takes 1 villager down. He reduces the HP of the other villager by quite a bit, and at this point, you know, Hera was fighting on Zuppi's base instead. We're paying attention over there, and overall it's going to be 1-0 KOTD in favor of Zuppi. Looking much better. Over here, once again, weak HP villager going back to the TC. Good job. Good unit control over here for Zuppi for sure. Yeah, but he's sending all the villagers back right now. He kind of struggles to get the Minotaurs down. I feel with some better unit control over there, Zuppi might have been able to get the Minotaurs down with villagers alone. He was going to end up losing a lot of HP though. 50% efficiency for these villages in the last minute. Yeah. About half their time. Yeah, 46% walking. Here come the archers from Hera. Zuppi's got only one archer. Ah, man, and Hera gets a better trade over here as well. Well, that's one Man-at-Arms going down, which is good, but this archer being low HP, I think is probably a lot worse for Zuppi than the Man-at-Arms going down over here for Hera. After we start seeing archers out in the open, Man-at-Arms are not really going to be that relevant anymore unless you're fighting against skirmishers and you don't have too many archers. If you have your archers, you want to keep your archers alive, so that was pretty bad. Zuppi got the kill, but the idle time makes the trade more or less equal. I would say it was even worse for Zuppi, to be honest. I think I'm liking that trade for Hera. Oh, wait a moment. You're talking about Zuppi's on Hera's wood line. My bad, my bad. I thought you were talking about this engagement. No, this engagement was, in my opinion, not the best for Zuppi, but for Hera... Yeah, I'm not really sure which of the two trades you're talking about, but yeah, Hera's in a better spot right now. Regardless, it's unbelievable that with the villager kill over there, Zuppi... Okay, it's not unbelievable, it's actually 1-to-1 KD. Hera's still ahead, which is amazing. A lot of idle TC time for Zuppi. Oh, both together. Oh no, yeah, better position for Hera, for sure. Hera got the villager too. He managed to get it in the end. Now he's got more archers coming in, so that's going to be significantly harder for Zuppi rather to defend against. And if he's not paying attention over here, might end up losing another villager. Very, very close. Second archer range for Zuppi. He's got powder archer armor coming in for +1/+1. Meanwhile, Hera's got only one archer range, the blacksmith over here, but he's got more military units compared to Zuppi. You take a look at the economy right now and you say, well, how is Hera so damn far ahead? First off, he was able to keep the TC working at all times while Zuppi struggles, and now Hera's got more villages and a stronger economy to put. On top of that, if you take a look at the KD over here, 6-4, Hera was able to do a lot more damage with the units he's got. And it's also going to be a little bit more forgiving units for going up to the castle edge with mostly archers over here, while Zuppi on the other hand has got mostly skirmishers, which are going to delay you a lot more, of course. So despite Zuppi having more farmers right now to work with, Hera's managed to get more resources and he should be able to go up to the castle edge significantly faster. Once again, we could see this being just a game of, you know, getting to the castle edge and GG, or depends on how well Hera plays this one. He might even be able to prompt Zuppi to call the GG before he even gets to the castle edge. In any case, Hera's performance this year was super strong. There are a few things here and there maybe that Zuppi could have done better, but to be completely honest, I don't think there's a whole lot that he could have changed. I just feel like Hera's decision making, overall game sense, is a little bit better right now. And that goes not only, that is not only a thing that, how do I say this? That the timing, right? The engagements. Hera's always been able to get better trades. Even when he loses units, like it always feels like Zuppi, you know, comes off worse. If that makes sense. It's really awkward to explain, but even if Zuppi had 100% efficiency on economy, you know, and good unit control, just the timing in which Hera decides to take the engagements, the timing in which Hera decides to go forward, has been just so much better this series. I think that's probably a combination of game sense and yeah, mostly decision making from Hera over here. Once again, it doesn't feel to me like Zuppi played particularly badly. I think like he played well, but it just seems like timing is just being so much better for Hera. For sure. Throughout the series, he's gonna be in the castle so much faster compared to Zuppi as well, who doesn't have the resources to click up just yet. I think he might be able to go up, but probably after Hera gets to the castle age. So I don't think he's going to call the GG as soon as Hera gets there, but he's gonna be in a rough spot, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Zuppi's forward with skirmishers, and Hera's got scouts coming out for the last minute and a half, and now he's gonna be able to smash these skirmishers for sure. Zuppi's very hesitant. That might be it. That might be part of it for sure. And there's gotta be certainly some, you know, yeah, okay. That's Castle H into GG. I'm not surprised, but there's gotta be certainly a mindset factor over here. If I was playing against Hera, I know that I have no chance, right? If I was in Zuppi's position, I would be feeling very nervous. I'm really sure how Zuppi deals with the mindset situation in these situations. But it'd be completely understandable if, you know, he was not feeling too confident coming into the series. So there is nothing bad about going down to Hera. You know, he's one of the best players in the world. So there's no shame in losing here for Zuppi. But Hera just played super well. That's going to be 3-0 in the end. And yeah, we had 1 hour of in-game time over here. What is that, like 40 minutes? Even less, like probably like 37 minutes or something. And yeah, Hera dominated over here, guys. 2-to-1 KD ratio for the blue player. With a smaller economy. Smaller military count, sorry. 17-21. Economy, on the other hand, it was bigger for Hera. He managed to collect about 400 extra resources. I imagine these are probably just the extra resources he gets by going up. And faster uptimes, of course.